First, let me start off by saying this movie did more than just disappoint me, it broke my heart. I can't make you fully understand how excited I was when this movie was announced. Teen Wolf was my first ever teen drama I've ever watched, and it's where I developed an obsession with werewolves and things of that nature. This movie was supposed to be the start of a new beginning. It was supposed to be hope for us Teen Wolf fans. My expectations for this movie were through the roof, but the sad reality is Teen Wolf the movie is bad, like really bad. So the plot of the movie is a terrifying evil has emerged and the wolves howl once again. Only a werewolf like Scott McCall can gather both new allies and reunite trusted friends to fight back against what could be the most powerful and deadliest enemy. When this movie was announced, I didn't watch the trailer or read the synopsis. I wanted to go in blind and have a fun time. So when I sat down and watched it, I was immediately disappointed with the first scene. Seeing the Triskelion box jar thing instantly reminded me of the Nogitsune, and I was like, why? But I knew why. We all know why. The third season of Teen Wolf was amazing, but the second half was downright perfect, and Dylan O'Brien gave us a performance that was Oscar worthy. Styles was always my favorite character, him and Derek, but his performance in season 3 proved that he was that guy. And when I said why, I meant why this plotline? Teen Wolf wasn't really finished yet. Why circle back to season 3 to give us like a continuation of the storyline? We didn't need that. Seeing everyone back on screen was so nostalgic and it made me so happy. But then I was disappointed again because they didn't go into detail about their personal lives. And I know I'm probably the only one who feels this way, but I just wanted to know what was going on all this time. And I don't really like the way the movie was written. You could tell that not a lot of care was placed into it. I mean, the movie is 2 hours long and it feels like a fever dream. And most of the things in this movie doesn't make any sense. Like in the opening scene where Mr. Harris, who shouldn't be alive by the way, is looking for the Triskelion jar that the Nogitsune was sealed in. And I was like, how do you even know that? You weren't here. You were dead. You are supposed to be dead. And I think like something like the Nogitsune being sealed away would be kept hush hush. But hey, a movie got to movie. And how Mr. Harris got past Liam and the other hunters is beyond me. He didn't even get injured. I don't know. That's beyond me. And Mr. Harris's motivation for freeing the Nogitsune makes absolutely no sense. Not one. And Liam is a werewolf, right? And Hikari is a kitsune. And you're telling me one bullet keeps them both down for like the whole ordeal? Hikari got shot in the foot and she doesn't even try to move her other limbs. And Liam just stays there, just stays there on the ground watching as he sets the Nogitsune free. What kind of writing is this, bro? And as Teen Wolf fans, we know how iconic and how hard the opening theme goes for the series. Now, please tell me why the opening for the movie is something new instead of being the one from the series. That's a crime that should be punishable by death. And the worst thing about it is that the opening for the movie doesn't even go hard. Bro, Scott's opening scene was pretty badass though. Him rescuing the girl and the dog, it was, and to see him transform for the first time in years, it was pretty cool. I like that scene. It goes hard. I like that scene. Here is something I don't like. Argent just showing up to steer Deaton and Scott into the direction of doing some vague ritual to do something about Allison doesn't sit right with me because I know it's the Nogitsune controlling him, and the fact that they don't pick up on it or see that something is off. No, I don't like it. And why are they talking to each other like season 4 to 6 don't exist? It feels like the writers wanted this to be a continuation of season 3, and Styles' absence is felt heavily. And Jackson's here. Why is Jackson here? And Jackson is being funny, and Jackson has never been funny. So it got me thinking, and I was like, Styles is missing from the movie, and Styles equals humor. So if there's no Styles, there's not really much humor. But if you were going to make a character crack jokes here and there, why'd you choose Jackson? He's not funny. And he also solves Lydia's puzzle thing, which is what Styles would do if he was here. Just saying. The strong parts of the movie is always when Derek is on screen. And I like how the writers started a new chapter in Derek's character growth. Like, it's amazing seeing how far Derek has come since season 1. Gots to love that sweet, sweet character development. Malia and Parrish, that's a no-no. Called the Popo, but he's already a cop. But he called the Popo because Parrish is way older than Malia. No matter how you slice it or dice it, that's inappropriate. No, get that off my screen, please. And the movie has nudity for some reason. Like, I know they're making it for an adult audience, but sex scenes in Teen Wolf were fine the way they were. Fine. And now when I watch the movie, it just feels weird seeing those same characters now naked. It feels like I'm watching something else. The movie does have some good scenes though, like when Scott and Malia reunited. I found that funny. And when Eli, Derek's son, was showing Scott, Lydia, and Malia where the Nematon was, I found that funny. I like that scene. Now here's a scene I don't like. Allison getting resurrected. It felt not fully thought out, and I'm talking behind the scenes. The way they brought her back feels so half-assed because magic doesn't exist in this world. The closest we got was with Kate. And if you've been watching Teen Wolf for a while, you'll notice that the way other characters get resurrected, like Peter, is more toned down and would actually make sense in this universe. But the way they brought back Allison felt like it was taken out of another show, with witches, or something like Vampire Diaries. And I'm trying to give this movie a fair shot, but damn, it's hard, especially when the Nogitsune's plan is so lackluster, and watching him manipulate Allison wasn't as cool as the writers thought it was. And I find it funny that Hikari and Liam just showed up at the 1 hour mark, out of nowhere. And what's up with everyone knowing where everyone is? I mean, they say they haven't been keeping in touch with each other, but yet they just keep popping up, and at the right moment too. Giving Derek a fake out death, knowing you're gonna kill him anyway, is stupid. And here's a better idea. How about the Nogitsune revives Allison and he just said resurrection is one of the Nogitsune's many abilities? No, too sensible? My bad, I forgot we aren't putting any effort into it. My bad. And their decision to have Peter down on all fours, sniffing the ground, is also stupid. I like the subtlety that they had back in the series. When they were tracking by scent, you could tell that they're smelling without all this extra stuff. You know, at this point, it's best to just pretend this movie doesn't exist or isn't canon, because the things they got right in the series, they got wrong here. Oh, and here are just some other things that makes no sense. 1. Liam and Mason not talking to each other even though they are literally best friends. 2. Mr. Harris blaming Scott and friends for his death. 3. The Nogitsune's plan. 4. The Nogitsune being half fox, half wolf. And if he's half fox, half wolf, then Styles should either be half fox, half wolf or be a werewolf. 5. Hikari giving Scott her aura shield thing. I don't know what it is. 6. Parrish saying that it takes a lot of energy or something to burn through the Mount Ash when he literally did it with ease before back in Icon House. 7. Allison conveniently remembering specific memories. 8. There are no consequences for bringing back someone from the dead. 9. The swearing and the nudity. 10. It stated that years have passed, but there has been no progress with Malia's character. She's the same as she was in season 3. 11. Why did Alison just jump back into hunting straight after she was resurrected? That makes no sense. And the Nagitsune is so watered down in this movie. The Nagitsune back in the series was so menacing, so evil, so intimidating, and everything he does was unhinged and ruthless. And the Hellhound is supposed to be stronger than werewolves, but Parrish needed Derek to hold down the Nagitsune while he burned him. That's so stupid. And let's not forget that Derek was orphaned as a teenager, so I don't think he'll just offer up himself like that and leave his son fatherless. Talking about he's a part of your pack now, Scott. That's stupid. And this was so painful to re-witness because I had to re-watch it to make this video, and upon re-watching it, it made me so angry I just had to turn it off and continue it another day. So other than the writing being garbage, some of the special effects looked off, the dialogue was fine, and there were a few funny scenes. Stas' absence was felt heavily throughout the movie. Sheriff Zielinski, Coach, Derek, and Deaton were the saving grace of this show, and I kinda liked Hikari. I would have wanted to see more of her. And before you say anything, no, she's not better than Kira, nor is she a worthy replacement. Kira is my favorite female character in all of Teen Wolf. No one is replacing her. Anyway, that's it. I mean, this whole movie was made just to reunite Scott and Allison and give them a happy ending. So this is basically I got back together with my back from the dead ex, and some other stuff happened. Goodbye.